What's up, everyone? Hope you're doing well. Today we're going to be giving you the top 10 loadouts you can be using right now in Call of Duty Warzone, and we're going to go over some perks and stuff that I think you should be using, including going over what changed with the Mountaineer perk. And we've got some pretty fun loadouts for you guys to try out that are not really new, but some old meta options that still kind of slap right now. So if you guys like this style of straightforward to the point loadout content, make sure to hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit that noti bell. Let's get you these loadouts. All right, so I kind of want to go over, I went and tested Mountaineer. Basically Mountaineer, you can fall up to 22 meters without dying, but like you got a little tiny sliver of health left at that point. From the top of prison to the bottom of prison, it's about 15 meters. So when you do that, you have about 3/4 of your health left, and there's no delay when you hit the ground. So if that's something that you like to run, Mountaineer might be worth it. But honestly, I'm kind of still running Survivor. There's just really no other option here that really stands out. Survivor, regen health more quickly, your allies revive you faster, which is always a plus, and then your health regen begins after 3 seconds instead of like the 5, so a full almost 2 seconds earlier. So Survivor is kind of what I'm running for the perk 1 still. Mountaineer's okay. It's not OP like it used to be. I think we used to like jump from like 29 to 30 meters and we're just fine. Right now it's 22 meters. You have a very tiny sliver of health left. Not worth it in my opinion. It's okay if you run it, if that's your thing, fine, but just know 22 meters is kind of your max drop point. For perk number 2, a couple of options here. I like quick fix. That's my preference. I like plating with one hand while I still have my SMG out. Now the thing is, quick fix is very popular on ground loot. So what I've been doing is I'm either running tracker or I'm running sprinter. Those two options are very, very nice. Cold-blooded's okay. I'm running tracker or sprinter probably as my second option here. And then quick fix, I can find it almost 1 out of 5 boxes right now. So once you drop in, you'll probably end up finding it. Remember, your perks that you find on ground loot, they do stack. You can have up to 3 extra perks on ground loot that stack on top of your loadout. If you pick them up before your loadout, that's okay. They're going to stack on top of that loadout. For perk number 3, I'm rocking Resolute or Ghost. Tempered's okay, but Tempered again can be found on ground loot pretty often. It's not as popular as quick fix, but it can be found on Tempered, so I kind of rely on that a little bit more. So I'm running Resolute. Taking damage from gunfire provides you a speed boost, 15% speed boost, and it helps you get out of gunfights, especially if you're running something like the Superior 46, dude. It's really solid. Ghost for UAV spams, a very solid option, especially on Rebirth Island, but Tempered's okay too. Those 3 options are very solid, but again, I'm running Resolute or Ghost probably as my main 2. Now for these loadouts, we've got a couple of fun options. Again, the TAC Evolver, very solid option. This is your strafe build that's still absolutely broken with that brace fire grip. And then the Vel 46, I'm loving the Vel 46 right now, specifically in TAC stance, mind you, but it can be used regular as well. For the Vel 46, I like the Shadow Strike suppressor. This gives you a bullet velocity and damage range buff. That's why I use it. Locked DX 203mm barrel, Chimera vertical grip. Even run the 60 round mag because they did buff these bigger mags. Like you can run the 60 and 50s and they don't do any kind of movement speed nerf or anything like that anymore. Then I'm running that Chimera laser light. Show you this here in the firing range, but again, it's not bad there at all. I love it here, but I also like it in TAC stance quite a bit more. It gets rid of the visual shake for me. Then for the TAC Evolver, you're running that Spirit Fire Suppressor, gives you a buff to bullet velocity and damage range. Eviction Heavy Barrel here, the Brace Fire HC grip, the FSS Combat grip, and the SL Razorhawk Laser Light. And honestly, this kind of just forces it in TAC stance mode. But man, this thing can slap at almost, I mean, this is perfect. Like you're moving quick while you're firing. It like gives you a speed boost while you're firing. It's honestly a lot of fun to run. Kind of hard to run in the firing range though, because lasers aren't super visible and I don't have my center dot. But if you guys go to your settings and you go to your interface and you go to gameplay HUD, I believe, go to your crosshair and put it on center dot, and then go put it on, I have mine on larger, default's fine too. Then go to crosshair color, change your crosshair color. It changes your crosshair. It looks great. And I think I have mine set to teal, but it's a lot easier to use inside the game because you have that crosshair on your screen. Next, we have the AMR9. This thing is a lot of fun to run right now. I'm not sure why the stats don't show it better than it is, but it's pretty good. Then I have the FJX Imperium Sniper. Everyone loves this thing. Everyone tells me to use it all the time, so I've used it. I love it, having a blast with it. For this AMR9 slate reflector sight, AMR9 Regal Pro barrel, jack/underbarrel, 50 round mag. You can use a 100, but it does give you a speed nerf. So they reverted that change just for the 100 round drum mag. So with the WSP Swarm and the AMR9, the 100 round drum mags, those will give you a nerf to your speed now. Then I'm rocking the Jack Cutthroat, which gives you even more mobility. It's so good. Pretty good strafe speed here. Man, I'm honestly, I'm enjoying this quite a bit. Pretty fast too. Movement speed's great. Not as fast as the Superi, but I'm not hating it. Gotten a lot of kills with this thing this week and a lot of fun. I'm enjoying it. Let me know what you think. And for that FJX, we're rocking the Akalina LR stock optic. This will give you that Part 98 look and feel. Sonic Suppressor L muzzle, Fahrenheit 29-inch barrel, Kilo Tac stock, and the high velo rounds. Very, very solid option for a sniper. Next up, we have the XMG. This is everybody's favorite LMG right now. Jason Armory 2 times, compensator muzzle, long barrel, vertical foregrip, buffer weight stock. Give it basically 0 recoil. But man, this thing absolutely rips. Love this thing to death, man. Then the WSP9, still very, very good. I like the billeted breakcast muzzle, his short light barrel, XRK edge hand stop underbarrel, 50 round mag, and the high grain rounds here. WSP9, man, is just a lot of fun to run. Very solid mid range there as well. Could put a scope on it if you wanted to. Just so good. Next up is the FJX Horus. Love running this right now too. It doesn't have as much range as like something like the AMR9, but still a very solid option, especially close range. And then the Krig C, I'm still kind of waiting for them to really buff the recoil on this. The Krig C feels great. Just the recoil is a little wonky to me, but still very good. FJX Horus, we're rocking the slate reflector sight. I like the Shadow Strike Suppressor S muzzle, Sin 9 long barrel, jack/underbarrel, and the 60 round drum because there's no movement speed nerf. But that FJX, man, this thing is so much fun to run. For the Krig C, I'm rocking the Volsky Reflex Sight, compensator muzzle, reinforced barrel, vertical foregrip, tinted mag 2. So this one's here in the firing range too, but like I said, just a little weird, wonky when it comes to recoil on this. Just a little harder to control, kind of like the AK-74, and if you can get that recoil pattern down, man, it does hit hard. Next up, we have the Model L. Model L still a very solid option, and I'm rocking the SOG with this. SOG is great. For this Model L, Volsky sight, the compensator muzzle, reinforced barrel, vertical foregrip, and the tinted mag 2. These recoils are so easy to control, man. Model L and the aims are probably the easiest now. XM4 is still easy to control, but it just doesn't hit as hard. Then we're rocking the ported compensator muzzle. I like the reinforced barrel here, the vertical foregrip, tinted mag 2, and the overpressured rounds. So this one's here in the firing range too, man, but SOG feels great right now. Absolutely love the SOG. Kind of hit the 100 yard hit the 100 yard dummy back there for some reason, excuse me. But and I love the SOG right now for sure. Next up, we have the Movement Superi 46. This is strictly built for movement. I absolutely love this thing, and I paired this with the Ames 85. This with the Ames 85 is so much fun to run. Superi 46, Bore 99 short barrel, jack/underbarrel, 40 round mag, Rescue 9 stock, and the high grain rounds. Loving this thing right now, dude. This thing is so quick. This thing is meta, man. I mean, this is the movement meta for sure. TTK is not bad at all. I mean, if you're at this range and you're dipping and diving, man, this is it. This is it. Superi is so much fun to run. Reload's good. Just it's not inaccurate at all. For that Ames 85, we're rocking the Volsky optic again, the ported compensator muzzle, reinforced barrel, vertical foregrip, and extended mag 2. So this one's here in the firing range, but this thing does not have any recoil at all, y'all. Like, this is the easiest one to control that has the best TTK as far as no recoil builds go. This feels like the OG M13 to me a lot. Next up, we have the PPSH paired with the Car 98. PPSH, I'm rocking the compensator muzzle, reinforced barrel here. I like the vertical foregrip, the extended mag 2, and the overpressured rounds. But PPSH feels great. I don't think it's the #1 option by any means, but it's definitely top 5, I think. Probably number 5 overall. Just there's a couple better options in my opinion. Even I don't know, even the striker kind of honestly feels a little bit better than the PPSH to me, but you'll have to let me know what you think down in the comments. Then for that Car 98, we're rocking the range collar, whatever optic makes you comfortable. Sonic suppressor L muzzle, precision long barrel here, Razor Hawk laser light, and the high grain rounds. Love the high grain rounds here. Next up, a lot of people love the KSV. KSV is still good. Another fun loadout I have for you guys this week is I rebuilt the kind of the Kilo with the MCW from Modern Warfare 3. The MCW feels really good. This was surprisingly good for some reason. It has some visual recoil. I put the VLK optic on there just for visual reasons, as to kind of resemble it to the Kilo a little bit. I couldn't help resist using this blueprint, but for the KSV, we're rocking the compensator muzzle, long barrel here, vertical foregrip, extended mag 2, and I like the overpressured rounds here to increase that TTK by quite a bit. But man, yeah, the KSV feels great, man. I mean, I got no complaints for the KSV. And then for that MCW, I'm rocking the VLK optic. I would probably use the Jack glassless. It'll probably feel a little bit better, but this is just kind of a OG Kilo vibe. Second tread 40 muzzle, MCW Cyclone long barrel, 60 round drum, and the Regal heavy stock. Show this one to you in firing range, but like I said, it's gonna have some visual recoil, but it hits pretty hard, man. It's not bad as far as MW3 weapons go. That is playable. Next up, we have that AK-74, and I've got that paired with the Compact 92. AK-74, rocking the Volsky reflex sight again. Ported compensator muzzle, reinforced barrel here, vertical foregrip, extended mag 2. Love the AK. Like I said, it does take a little bit more skill to run. It's got a lot of... It's got some recoil to it, a little bit harder to control than most, but again, aim assist will probably end up taking care of most of that. Most of it. Not all of it, but most. That should make some mouse and keyboard players happy that I said that. Anyway, let's go with the integrated suppressor barrel on the Compact 92, Ranger foregrip here, extended mag 3, CQB grip, and the overpressured rounds. Compact 92, fast. I mean, this thing is quick. Love this thing so much. Just so fast. TTK is so quick. Next up, we have the Striker paired with the Goblin MK2. Striker, we're rocking the Shadow Strike Suppressor S muzzle, Striker Recon long barrel, XRK Edge hand stop underbarrel, 60 round drum, high grain rounds. This thing is a blast to use, dude. Striker's so good, man. I'm loving running the Striker. It's put it in tag stance too. It's even probably more broken, to be honest. So much fun, dude. Then for that Goblin, I'm rocking the Willis 3x scope here, the compensator muzzle, long barrel here, extended mag 2, and the overpressured rounds. So this one's here in the firing range. This one takes a little bit more skill. It's a single tap weapon, but if you got a fast fire rate, man, if you got a fast trigger finger, this thing is what you want to be running. TTK is incredible. Then for our last loadout today, we're going to use the Gunfighter wildcard. This will give you 8 attachments on your primary weapon. And then I've got a pistol for you guys to use. That's why we're doing this. Cypher 91, we're rocking the Volsky sight, the compensator muzzle, reinforced barrel, vertical foregrip, extended mag 2, commando grip, and the balance stock. And the balance stock strictly because it'll give you some strafing speed. So like while you're firing, if you're moving back and forth, and then the overpressured rounds. So this 2 in the firing range, man, this thing with 8 attachments, it's already broken with 5. But you're just ripping through people with this overpressured and the reinforced barrel. Just absolutely insanely good. Then we're rocking the Renetti with the Sonic Suppressor XS muzzle, 50 round drum. Got this KR HX15 laser light, high grain rounds, and you want that Jack Ferocity carbine kit, which turns it into an SMG. You want this in tac stance. I like it in tac stance. You can use it here. It's got quite a bit of visual recoil though. Just kind of why I like using it in tac stance. It just gets rid of that visual recoil, to be honest. But thank you guys again for watching. If you enjoyed this style of video, make sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that noti bell, share this with your friends in case you want to watch another video like this or like one of these. We'll see you in the next one.